on, everyone? Welcome to the Stock Market Morning Prep video for Tuesday, March 24th. I'd like to start off with a top-down approach. Usually we kind of do this during the beginning of the week, weeklies going into the dailies. We had a couple of trading days. Markets really haven't done so much digesting last week's push higher. So let's get started. A lot of the momentum indicators are kind of stuck in their ranges, so I'm not going to kind of bore you with the details on that at the moment. We really need to see this market move higher here. It's been struggling at its highs. You know, we did get a little bit of a pullback a couple weeks back early in March, but we haven't really had much movement, and you'll see that going into the chart. So let's take a look. Here's the weekly chart of the Spiders SPY, the tracking for the S&P 500. As you can see here, we dipped lower here. We broke down here. Next week, we came right back up again. So we're hovering this long-term uptrend line from let's say October of 2012, and we just continue to move higher here. So this is a good sign. Weeklies actually look pretty good. Dailies don't look too bad. I'm going to grab this and take this out just to kind of clean this chart up. But you can see we did pop up the last 3 trading days ago. I believe that was Thursday, and you could see Friday, or that was Wednesday, excuse me, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday here. We really have an inside day, haven't taken this high out as of yet. So boring trading the last 3 days, and that's what's been happening, right? We get a couple of moves, a couple of days down, and then we either go sideways or we push back up again. So we're stuck here. We did break back above this double top here, which is nice, but now we need to take this other high out as well. We are making higher highs and higher lows, so still okay. And this is kind of digesting this big move. So it's not it's not doing anything wrong. It's just that it's very quiet in trading at the moment, like it has been actually pretty much most of the year. We've had a little bit of a move up higher. We drifted lower, and then we sold off for 3 days, and now we'll come back up again. So we're back in this spot. Okay, not much to really say other than the fact that we need to take this area out. This area has to get taken out, 212, so we can get some further move to the upside, and that we also have some new money flow coming in. Okay, take a look at the XLF weekly. Now the banks are kind of stuck. You could say not doing anything bad. We are above this trend line as well. Plain simple chart, just looking at price. We need to take out 25. We haven't done so as of yet. We tried, but if you look at a daily chart, it's doing nothing wrong. It's just basically sitting sideways. And we need to see the banks and financials move as well as technology if we want to move higher here. Very important. We are coming into some seasonal strength. I do like, again, some of these oil plays, some of the oil stocks, but I want to see a pullback. I want to see a bigger pullback. We've been just chopping around here at this 47, 48, 49 area. I want to see this market pull back into the low 40s. We can start nibbling into the commodity itself. And, of course, look to dabble in some of these oil stocks. Okay, but XLF, again, guys, doing nothing wrong here. IWM weekly, nice big breakout. As you can see, we back tested that resistance, which is now support, and now we're just moving higher. We didn't do anything yesterday. As you can see, we did absolutely nothing in the Russell. But last week we did get a nice big push up. So this is a very good sign that we have taken out resistance, and now we are just consolidating at the upper end of this band and sitting on support. So that's a good sign. You can see here. This is actually a very weak, very whippy trader is the IWM or the Russell in itself. But still, you can still grab some good moves. As you can see here, we're at 2 standard deviation away. So we need to at least come in a little bit, pull back. This is one of our leaders. So it is a good sign that we are holding the highs in a lot of the indices. Okay, so this is good. Diamonds, doing the same thing. Nothing wrong. Again, just consolidate. You can see here, we really didn't do too much, but we did take out that high the other day, so that is a good sign, and now we're back just kind of sitting right on top of that area here. Transports. Now here is something that's a little bit diverging away from the other indices. Transports seem to be the weakest of the bunch on Monday, but again, a weekly chart looking fine. Nothing wrong with that, and as you can see here, we're actually kind of consolidating here. You could see, even if you kind of drew this, you would see that this is a nice little weekly symmetrical triangle here, just waiting for some sort of a breakout. So keep an eye on this, because this is something that that a lot of market participants will be watching and paying attention to. If the transports start to break out and start making new highs again, that's going to take every other index and be very good for equities. Take a look at the daily. As you can see, really kind of broke down here from this little area. And you know what? You could see, you could even do something if you wanted to. just kind of break this out from up here, and you can kind of put together yourself a little horizontal trend line. And you can see what's been going on here since December. Really not doing anything. Really having a tough time breaking out of this resistance area, and that's the transports. Lastly is the Qs. You can see did quite well. We sold off to the 50. We bounced right back up again. We didn't test the highs, but we have challenged the highs, at least got pretty close to it, and then we started to fail again. Okay, so in a nutshell, let's just see where we are headed here. 1 day up and 3 days of consolidation. At least it is holding the gains. It's not a bad thing. But guys, please don't get caught up in the fact that we need to buy this market here in the ES area around 2100, because absolutely not. We are coming into some seasonal strength in equities. But remember, guys, markets are made to fool the masses. Just be careful with that. I'm not sure that I'll be looking to buy or add to any long positions for those of you who are trading in the longer term. I kind of sit there and wait for a little bit of a pullback. Remember, we haven't had an 8 or 10% pullback in, I believe, was over 4 or 5 years. So it is definitely overdue. And at one point in time, when people think it's not going to happen, you're going to turn around one morning and see that the markets are down pretty big. So just be careful. Just a word of caution. Remember, make sure my analysis agrees with what you're looking at and your analysis as well. Have a great day, and we'll speak to you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.